With the trade for Cody Bellinger finally being completed, the New York Yankees now are focusing on their biggest issue, the infield. And with a brand new target from the San Diego Padres, this Yankees team could be one of the best we have seen in a long time. We're going to be talking about who this player is and what impact they have for this New York Yankees team here in this video. Now, before we get into all of this news here today, we also 70% of you guys watching right now are not subscribed to the channel. And if you're looking for a spot to get all of your New York Yankees news, you're in the right spot. Hit the sub button, join us here on the channel. We're covering everything New York Yankees, and there is still a lot of work to be done this offseason. You're not going to want to miss any of the very sneaky signings the Yankees are going to make before the beginning of the season. But like I said, let's get into our video here, our topic. A very interesting Yankees target, as I mentioned, one that not a lot of people are talking about, and one that is a very sneaky addition to wherever he goes. And in this case, he is in contention to be a New York Yankees signing. Who is this? Who am I talking about? I'm talking about Ha-Seong Kim formerly from the San Diego Padres, who declined his option this season and is now a free agent. And really, what impact is he going to make? We know he's a great infielder. We know he's a fielding first, shortstop, second baseman, third baseman, anywhere on the infield really other than first, which is absolutely what the Yankees could use. They could use that Swiss Army knife, that utility tool, anywhere in the infield with the additions that they already have. So let's pull up our first screenshot here and really look at the impact that this article has brought us today. And it says, Ha-Seong Kim's defensive prowess across multiple infield positions presents the Yankees with strategic lineup flexibility. Kim's projected 2-year, $36 million contract underscores the team's commitment to securing top defensive talent in the infield revamp. Kim would be a welcome addition, highlighted the defensive value that Kim brings to the Yankees lineup amidst Torres' defensive struggles. Now, we've previously been linked to Ha-Seong Kim before. I believe it was the midst of last season at the trade deadline. We were linked to him to kind of add to that infield, and we really saw the lack of infielding ability, what would have been if he was there in last season. And now I think the Yankees are really realizing what they need to do, what they need to bring in, what additions need to be made to this infield to be able to secure this and lock this down and not really have to worry about any of the infielding ability or any worries about the infield here in this upcoming season. We're already revamping the power, revamping the field. As I said, Cody Bellinger going to center field, moving Judge to right, and having the ability for him to play first as well is another big thing the Yankees are also going to keep in mind to consider. But right now, as of recording this video, from what we're seeing that center field is already locked up. So what we know right now and what that means is that Jazz Chisholm is no longer going to be considered for center field at a regular position. So we now know we have third base, we have second, really be able to locked up with either whether they choose to go for Jazz Chisholm at second or third, Anthony Volpe at short, and really leaves either second or third for the other option that we are going to have. And Ha-Seong Kim, as I mentioned, is all over the field on that side of the ball. And looking at short, looking at second, looking at third, having the ability to play all three, even though we really only need him for one, is something the Yankees are going to consider and something that they've been looking at this entire offseason in their additions. And I want to pull this one up here as well, kind of going over the Jazz Chisholm effect that the Yankees are in right now. It says, the departure of Juan Soto has created uncertainty in the Yankees infield, prompting the search for suitable replacements. Jazz Chisholm Jr., acquired from the Marlins, has emerged as a versatile asset, showcasing ability across multiple positions. The Yankees are eyeing Ha-Seong Kim, a skilled free agent who further fortify their infield alongside Chisholm and optimize defensive capabilities. Kim can play third base for the Yankees, said Tim Kelly, emphasizes the potential synergy between Chisholm and Kim in solidifying the team's infield. And we know that Jazz Chisholm was pretty good on third, and a lot of people were kind of expecting him to either be in the middle infield or the center field, wherever they really wanted to play him, but the Yankees chose to play him at third, and he was actually very good, surprisingly good actually, and being able to have him play second, play third, and being able to have Ha-Seong Kim in this situation also play second and third, to be able to have them switch around game for game is something the Yankees could really utilize depending on the hitter, depending on the team, depending on the pitcher even. It just gives the Yankees another layer of security on the field, and being able to lock up especially third base, the corner, and having the middle infield solidified with Volpe and whoever may be at second and that opportunity would be something the Yankees are seriously going to consider. Going on with that as well, looking at his market value, you've seen there, it was 2 years, $36 million. Now, Spotrac has him at 12.3 per year at the market value, and 4 years, $49 million, kind of in that range of what they think his contract would look like. Now, of course, it would all depend on whether or not he is going to sign long-term, and that I guess it depends where he wants to sign, where he will sign, and really wherever it is will also depend on the year, and will also kind of go vice versa. But it is pretty unanimous, solidified that we know the price of Ha-Seong Kim, and the Yankees are going to be willing to spend that money, especially if it's someone for someone who can really work on both sides of the ball, but mainly a defensive player, which the Yankees really want to look for, and we want to see as Yankees fans. But also, even though his hitting is not the number one aspect of his game, we have enough hitting. We really do, and we don't need everybody to be able to hit the home runs, hit the long ball, really that kind of game. We see Ha-Seong Kim, a speedy, contact first hitter while also having elite fielding. That is an aspect the Yankees don't really touch on at this point in their lineup, I guess we could say, really at this point in the season. Now, where are we looking at? We're looking at the fielding, we're looking at the hitting. We know that both of these aspects are going to be important for the Yankees. We have the hitting lockdown so far in this offseason. We have the pitching lockdown, and now what is it? As I mentioned, fielding is the big thing that we're having lacking or looking to add once more before we get to the season. And here's what we're looking at with Ha-Seong Kim. As you can see, last year in 2024, 121 games strictly at shortstop. Didn't play anywhere else last season in the field, but when you're looking at 2023, we see the 106 games at second base, 32 games at third base, and 20 games at shortstop. Now, although shortstop was really the lowest, I guess, position for Ha-Seong Kim with the Padres last season, his ability and his skill at shortstop is better than what it is at third. Third, I would say, is probably his weakest position, but as an elite fielder, it is still very, very good. We know that his natural position is a second baseman, but the fact that he's also in his career, as you can see, going back until 2021, he's been all over the field, and I think that's what the Yankees are really looking at. And when you're looking at it, shortstop's 4 years, third base 3 years, and second base 2 years. The Padres did not have any hesitancy to move him around the infield, and that's the way the Yankees are also going to utilize him. Of course, if this is a signing that they're going to make, and there's still all just a report right now. We don't have any information on if talks are starting up or if talks have gone underway. I believe that talks have been started already, but we still have to see. There are many, many teams in on Ha-Seong Kim, especially looking for that kind of versatile infielder that can also really just be on both sides of the ball if need be. But looking at this as well, really no concern. His DRS is positive every single year. And 48 in his career, in the past 4 years, 48 DRS, which is which is defensive runs saved for those who do not know. So 48 runs that he saved on a play that he was involved in, which is a very good stat to be consistent over in the past 4 seasons. But going on to the hitting as well, as I mentioned, not really anything that we're looking to find out of him as the bat. He's just a very overall solid hitter. 233 last year. 260, 251 the years before. Really found that bit of success there, though, in 121 games this season, a 233. With 22 stolen bases, 38 in the year before. Kind of has that aspect of being all over the field, all over the kind of hitting sheet and whatever you want to call it, the hitting stats. And what we're looking at is exactly what the Yankees could use. The mid-700 OPS with the speed, the fielding ability. It just fits the Yankees so well with what they have right now and with what they've added. And I do think that this is a serious target the Yankees are going to consider at this point now, especially that Cody Bellinger is a Yankee. So let me know what you think about this move. Do you think the Yankees are going to go after Ha-Seong Kim? Do you think it's the smartest addition to make? And if not, what other infielder would you like to see the Yankees go after, excluding first base, of course, because we have a lot of work to go there as well. But that's all I got in this video. Like I said, let me know what you think about all of this news. And if you're new to the channel or you're looking for your New York Yankees news daily, you're in the right spot. Hit the sub button. We have a lot to cover, as I mentioned, and you're not going to want to miss the news that we have to bring you. But that's all I got. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a great day. See you later.